Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help and welcome back to another video today. So today we've got poll 84 miscellaneous mayhem. So let's check out what they have changed today. No old school update is complete without a grab bag of quirky quality of life tweaks and fixes. This batch of updates is packed with the kind of changes that don't steal the spotlight but still deserve their time to shine. From gorilla behavior tweaks to birds' nests, here's what's fresh in the land of Gilinar. Okay, so we're starting this off with the gorilla aggression. So after completing Monkey Madness 2, you've proven yourself more than capable of handling Gilinar's primate problems. So why are tortured and demonic gorillas still acting like you've invaded their jungle gym? With this change, we've made it so that they will no longer be aggressive post-quest. So it's another really good reason to get these quests knocked out of the way, because you're going to be doing them with Slayer anyways, especially if you're an Iron Man, and it just makes this much better. So on top of that, they will now swap prayers for every 70 damage taken instead of 50, giving you a bit more breathing room during fights. It was pretty much torture doing the demonic gorillas back in the day when I was going for my Zenites, so with these changes it will make it a lot more bearable. This one's definitely interesting. There is a new random event, Mr. Knowit All. So ever feel like you log in and immediately forget what you're doing? Pretty much never. I always kind of know what I want to do, but I guess like back in the day, or maybe newer players are like, what am I supposed to be doing? You know what I mean? So now you'll be greeted by a random "Did you know?" Tip offering helpful reminders, fun factoids, or occasional game mechanics you might have missed. You can customize the message colors in your settings or turn them altogether off if you're too wise for tooltips. We'll be expanding this feature over time with even more nuggets of wisdom. So they give us a quick example of what this might look like. So, did you know if you are poisoned and access your bank, you can click on the health icon by your mini-map and it will automatically use a dose of anti-poison from your bank. That is actually something I surprisingly didn't know. So, I mean, maybe this will be pretty useful. Okay, so bird nest changes. Good news for nesters. Snagging a beginner clue scroll from a bird's nest on a member's world no longer makes the nest vanish into the void. Also, opening bird's nests will now auto queue, letting you crack through your whole stash with a single click. Much easier on your poor fingers, although you'll still need to open clue nests manually. If you prefer to open bird's nests the old way, spam clicking still remains a viable option. So they recently made changes to this too, with watering the plants, where you can just water one and it will kind of like go through all of them, similar to adding seeds to plant pots. Definitely a nice fix if you want, or like change, I guess I should say, if you want to maybe AFK it a bit more, but obviously the spam clicking is still best way to do so and faster, but nice to see nonetheless. Alright, Wintertodt tidy up. The warmth bar during Wintertodt games was getting a little bulky, especially when the area was packed. We've made it narrower and cleaner so it won't clutter up your screen. On top of that, your HP bar won't awkwardly overlap with the warmth bar when you take cold damage. It's a subtle update, but your eyeballs will thank you. Alright, I mean, there's also like the NPC, you can turn off like other people, I forget what that's even called right now. Or there's other plugins you could use, but I mean, a lot of people do play on the original client, so this could be very nice. And you know, it's just, I actually, when I went back to Wintertodt, did think it was a little weird how big the bar was, so it's nice to see them make that change. So it was the entity hider plugin that I'm thinking of. So right now I have it off, right? If I turn it on, as you can see, the players disappear. So you can do that at Wintertodt as well, but still nice to see some of the updates. Snow More Trouble. So you can now toggle off falling snow overlays seen in places like the Waterbirth Island. This one's for anyone who finds the effect visually uncomfortable or distracting. Okay, I guess for some people, like their vision or whatever, it can definitely make an effect on, but I don't know, it might even be just easier to turn it off in certain places too. It can be a little annoying, but it is nice to actually see a little bit of nature in the game too. A small setting with a big impact for accessibility. Be warned that in places where damage usually accompanies falling snow, you will still be affected. Obviously not, you're not, you just like turn it off and you're good. Like I think it's during the desert treasure quest or something like that. There might be a few other places that I can't think off the top of my mind, but that'd be funny if you could just turn a setting off and take no damage. Good that they thought of that. So this the changes are kind to your eyes, not your HP. Looks like they're making a lot of like visual changes for your eyes. Okay, so moving fishing spots no longer stall movement. So picture this, you're mid-run toward a fishing spot and poof, it's moved. In the past, this would stall your movement or force you to stand around awkwardly for a moment. Well, not anymore. You can click straight to a new location immediately without getting caught in any weird pathing. See, this is just an update that, you know, makes sense for the game. Similar to the Tool Leprechauns being moved, but I can already see people on Reddit complaining about this and them changing it back for some reason. So, Tower of Life crates. If you've ever scoured the crates in the Tower of Life during the quest, only to be met with the crushing disappointment of finding nothing, you'll be glad to hear that from now on, you'll always get something from those crates. Okay, I don't even know what's actually in those crates, but I mean, hey, why not? And it looks like that's actually pretty much about it. So we've got some merch updates, Angelscape, wow, okay, scythes and stuff. There's still this Starforge PC thing, which is very cool. Comes with some artwork, it looks like. Is that a mouse pad and maybe a poster or something? Looks like it's a pretty decent PC. I'm not myself AMD, but it probably is a pretty damn good PC. 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM. Very nice. And here we go with other changes. So untradeable bonds can now be converted in the conversion menu using coins from your bank, not just your inventory. The bond pouch interface now correctly states that Ironman can gift bonds. Increasing the size of the click boxes on the plank wall and roof balance obstacles in the Arty agility course. That's actually a good change. So Gramal and Lady now give up-to-date information about how you earn combat achievement ranks. And the arcane spells in the in-game skill guide can once again be clicked to find out what runes they require. Okay, and that looks like it is about it for this week. Yeah, well, that looks like it is about it for this week of updates. Nothing crazy or anything like that, but still some good changes, notably being like Wintertodt changes, the clue scrolls, and I would say probably most importantly, the demonic gorilla changes, especially for those people training Slayer quite a bit or hunting for their Zenite shards if they are like an Ironman account or something. Very nice changes. It'll make that a bit easier, but yeah, nothing game changing or massive this week. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. I will catch you in the next one. See ya later.